Hello students, last class we were discussing about similarities, that similar triangles okay, similar triangles. So what is similarity, what is congruence? I discussed last class. What is congruent? Two figures are congruent if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides lengths are in proportion. Whereas a similarity, two figures are said to be similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides lengths are in proportion. Okay. So congruent means figures which are in same shape and same size are called congruent figures, whereas the similar figures, two figures are said to be similar if they are in same shape but not necessarily size are called similar figures. Similar figures, once again check that one. Similar figures means figures which are in same shape but not necessarily size are called similar figures. Figures which are in same shape but not necessarily size are called similar figures. Okay, in similar figures, next one is what you are discussing there, similar triangles. Before the similar triangles, polygons. Two polygons of same number of sides. Two polygons are two or more. We discussed about two to comparison between two will do. If more than that also we can say process. Two polygons of same number of sides. Same number of sides. Two polygons of same number of sides are said to be similar if their corresponding angles are equal and this is very important, and their corresponding sides lengths are proportional. Their corresponding sides lengths are in proportion. Their corresponding sides lengths are in proportion. Two conditions must exist. Two polygons of same number of sides are said to be similar if their corresponding angles equal and their corresponding sides lengths are in proportional. Okay, are in proportional. Whereas in triangle, two triangles are said to be similar. Here in triangle I don't use the word of same number of sides because a triangle is made with the three sides only. Whereas a polygon means there are many number of sides we can use. Okay, polygon with 4 line segment, 5 line segment, 6 line segment, 7 line segments, 8 line segments. Okay, whereas in triangle made only with 3 line segments, so need not to use same number of sides. Here same number of sides I am using because polygon is a vast meaning. It is a only condition is a a closed figure made with line segments. There are 5 line segments, 3 line segments, 7 line segments, 4 line segments, we don't know. So there is a meaning to change, so that two polygons of same number of sides are said to be similar if their corresponding angles equal and their corresponding sides lengths are in proportional. Whereas in triangle you need not to say same number of sides, because the triangle made with only 3 line segments only. Okay, this is the polygon definition, very important definition. Please note down that, it's very important. Now, next is triangle, your chapter definition. Two triangles are said to be similar. Two triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding angles equal or their polygon, what we used, and here are their corresponding sides lengths are in proportional. Are in proportion. Okay, two triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding angles equal or their corresponding sides lengths are in proportional. Okay, why we use R word here? Already previous video discussed it. Because a triangle is a special kind of polygon in that if one condition exists, second condition automatically exists. If this exists, this will exist. If this exists, this will exist. Okay, two triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding angles equal or their corresponding sides lengths are in proportional. Okay, examples. Two circles of same radius, congruent. Two circles with same radius are called congruent. Two circles, only two circles I mentioned, maybe different side radius also, they are similar. They are similar because circle shape is like this. Okay, circles may be similar, but circles with same radius are congruent. Am I right? Okay. Two squares are similar because I did not mention side of the square. If two squares of same sides, same length of the side, then they are congruent. Two squares with same sides, same length of the side are congruent, whereas two squares with different sides lengths, they are similar because their shape is same. Okay, two line segments, I did not mention the line segment length, so they are similar. Two line segments of same length are congruent, are called congruent, similar. Please try at your home and identify few objects which are congruent and which are similar around surroundings of your home. Okay, surrounding at your home, identify which are the similar figures, which are the congruent figures. Is it clear? Okay, this one, note down this definition. Two triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding angles equal or their corresponding sides lengths are in proportion. First Okay. Okay. Using these similarity definitions, many mathematicians are there. Geometry. Who is your father of geometry? Generally, everyone knows that a father of geometry is a Euclid. Euclid was the mathematician who developed geometry. Here, he discussed in that already in class 9 you discussed what is Euclid's geometry. There you discussed the elements of geometry are Euclid's elements of geometry are Euclid's geometry. Euclid was the mathematician who developed geometry part of the mathematics. Okay, so he is well known as a father of geometry. In that Euclid's geometry, Euclid discussed about a geometry part. A book contains a 13 volumes. What is that one? In that 13 volumes, these 13 volumes book is called as the elements. Okay. In that 13 volumes, almost all volumes he discussed about he discussed about only geometry part except the 7th part. In 7th part he discussed about the number system. Then Euclid's division algorithm. In chapter 1 you learned Euclid's division algorithm. That was discussed in 7th part. Okay. In 13 volumes, the elements book here, in the 13 volumes, Euclid's geometry, he discussed almost all books about the geometry except the 7th one. In 7th one, he discussed about a number system. Now, in that Euclid geometry, he proposed 465 propositions he gave. 465 propositions, and in that one axioms, postulates, theorem, all you learn. What is a theorem? Theorem is a statement which is to be proved by using some other statements. Theorem is a statement which is to be proved with the help of some other statements. Am I clear? 465 propositions. He gave 465 propositions in that book. And postulates, axioms. What is an axiom? Axiom also is a statement only. Lemma is a proven statement. Axiom also is a statement which is need not to prove here. Directly use them. Okay, which you have to use to prove the theorem. Now, what is a theorem here? Theorem is a statement which is to be proved, with the help of some other statements. So, he developed geometry. Euclid developed geometry. So, he is known as a father of geometry. Now, Euclid's student was Thales. Thales was the mathematician who is a student of Euclid. Okay. Now we discuss about Thales here now. Thales was the first mathematician. Thales was the mathematician who used the similar figures. In geometry similar figures, and he given one statement and proved that is called as a basic proportionality theorem. Thales was the mathematician who used the similar words, similarity definition, similarity of the triangles, and he developed a theorem that is called as a basic proportionality theorem. Very very important. Okay, in this chapter you will get a few theorems. Among those one named theorems are basic proportionality theorem and its converse, Pythagoras and its converse. Okay. Remaining similarity triangle, similarity theorems, all those you learn. But these named theorems are these one only. Vertically angle bisector theorem was there. In your syllabus is not there as a they did not present, but it is important. We discuss here. Okay. So Thales was the mathematician who used the similarities definitions and he proved a theorem called basic proportionality theorem. This is also known as a Thales theorem. Thales theorem. What is that basic proportionality theorem? Here he proved a statement. He proved one statement. What is the statement? In any triangle, if a line drawn parallel to one side, do you know parallel means? Parallel means lines which do not intersect, do not meet in any way, and they maintain the same distance between them are called parallel lines. Okay, parallel properties also learned in lower classes. Corresponding angles, alternate angles, parallel and transversal concept. Okay, in a triangle, if a line drawn parallel to one side will divide other two sides in the same ratio. That was the statement he proved. What is parallel in a triangle? Suppose this is a triangle. Okay, here triangle is made with the line segments. No, every line segment is there are infinitely many points will be. Here also infinitely many points. Okay, from this here these are all points. One point I selected. From this one you can draw many lines like this. Many line segments you can draw. Among all those line segments, only one line segment which is parallel to this line. From this one particular point, I drawn a different point lines. From this point there, like this, we can draw different lines. Okay. Among these one, only one line which is parallel to this base. This line which is parallel to this base will divide other two sides in the same ratio. What is ratio? What is ratio? Okay, what is the ratio? We'll discuss. Now, Thales was the mathematician who gave a statement is called as a basic proportionality theorem. In that statement, he mentioned a line drawn parallel to one side in a triangle. A line drawn parallel to one side will divide other two sides in the same ratio. What is ratio? All those things and basic proportionality theorem we will learn in next class. Thank you very much.